the newspaper printed every week. It's just kind of this moment of like, I put that together, you know, my team and I did that. Like, and there's just an immense amount of pride in that you get to do this every single week and you get to have this tangible thing. And there's just this great moment as like storytellers for us that we're telling these stories and that they're actually being read and that we matter.
I came to Lindenwood about a year and a half ago after I retired from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, where I had worked for 28 years. The first half of that I was an editor, and the second half I was a reporter, primarily covering the crime beat. I like to think that the stories that I can share with them of my experiences as a reporter will inspire them to be, great journalists someday.
Have our editors, our section editors send out budgets, which is our list of stories. They send them out on Monday and Tuesday. We get stories in on Wednesdays and Thursdays for the upcoming issue, and they get edited Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then on Saturday is when our design chief and I come in and we lay out all the pages. We get the pages ready. That's when we have all our visuals in, and we just kind of get stuff looking nice. And then Sunday is our main production day, where we really fine-tune and we really look at everything that we're doing and making sure that it's what we want to do. We have meetings Sunday nights, so we talk about upcoming issues. We have editors meetings that we talk about issues that we've been having, and that. And then Monday is our final day of the production cycle, where we come in the morning. We have a deadline of 2 p.m.
They impress me by their dedication. They spend every weekend working on the paper, and in some cases, holidays. They're spending their holidays working on the paper as well.
Is there a photographer staying on campus during break?
For spring break?
For Thanksgiving break?
I'll be here.
But they have to, have a full course load of classes, and then they, do this in addition to that. So it's a lot of work.
At any moment, things can change. You never know when something's going to change, when something's going to break. There's always that moment of anticipation waiting for something to happen.
Nice meeting all of you.
Linden Lake is beneficial in the fact that it's the embodiment of a 24-hour news cycle, pretty much. It's online, so it's constantly able to be updated. We are actually very, very lucky here. We are partially funded by the university, which means at any point the university could step in and say whatever they want. But President Sean Rock, I meet with him every other week. We have a very good working relationship with him, and he is very media friendly and encourages us to explore and ask those questions and do some of that probing. So we have never really had a sense of like censorship in that regard. We're pretty free to publish what we want. We do have advisors that come in and say, well, maybe we should reword this.
I do come to the journalism lab every Sunday night, and I spend time with them as they're putting the pages together, and try to bounce some ideas, play devil's advocate. It didn't look like that at first.
Our biggest story, the story about three of our men's basketball players that were charged in connection with a sexual assault that happened in men's housing. We got a tip in my advanced reporting class. We investigated it, and when we found out, there was this push because there was information being sent out to St. Louis media. And so it's like, it's our story, we got to get it out there first. And so there was this push, the newsroom was just kind of buzzing, people were running around, getting all that kind of stuff done, which was exciting.
So back for our Halloween edition, all of our papers got stolen.
Yep.
Or basically all of them. It was over 1,000 papers that got pinched, and they think that it was in relation actually to the basketball story. So we'll see if they get pinched this time.
You know, a lot of the students have a good time while we're there, and we try to joke around and have some fun, but there's some serious journalism going on as well.
There is a mold problem in Ayers.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, it's black mold.
As soon as someone starts talking about this, they're going to be like, don't let anybody into this.
Yeah.
Last year, for the first time, we went to a competition statewide, and we won 10 awards, so that was very impressive, and we were in the large school category, so we were going up against places like Mizzou.
People who like have read it and they just come in like, hey, I was really touched by your story, or I really loved your story, or like whoever I wrote it about, they come in like, hey, thank you for doing that. That was great. That's the most rewarding.
We do talk about trying to make the paper more conversational, more young, more fresh, so that more students would want to pick it up.
We are the voice of the students, I think. We are writing about things that matter to the Lindenwood students, like what is going on in Lindenwood and what are the changes, and we receive information that students might not even know about.
You guys are doing an awesome job, and I really appreciate you. Hang on, I'm not done doing my spiel yet. So, next semester, I'm expecting all sorts of great things for you guys, because you guys have set the bar here, now we're going to push you to set it up here. Sound like a plan?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are awesome. I love you all.
So what was the story?